hip shit on the shelf. Cause the way the real wealth is being real itself. My eye haven't seen the glory of the coming of the left. I can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for help. It's time to switch it up, put the hip shit on the shelf. Cause the way the real wealth is being real itself. My eye haven't seen the glory of the coming of the left. I can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for help. Money, money, money. That's all you got to say. Wealthy. I know you like Kanye West says, having money is not everything, not having it is. Make 10 cents God gives us the ability to create wealth. Yo, it's the love of money that's involved. You don't like money so much, why you get up and go to work? What you trying to do to get involved on the things that you think I'm just trying to leave a legacy for money. That's not everything, but when you got it, you can do some cool stuff. And now, your host for Talking Money in the Morning, financial health mentor to the working class, Mr. Cortez.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to Talking Money in the Morning Live with your main man, H. Cortez, the one and only financial health mentor to the working class, where I do my absolute best to bring practical yet proven wealth building strategies to working men and women all over this great nation of ours. I truly count it an honor, privilege, and it is a blessing for you guys to join me each and every morning as we talk money in the morning live. Today's show, we're wrapping up an 8-part series on how to make money online. And today is all about traffic, man. If you, my friend, are not mastering traffic, then you're going to struggle to make money online, because I don't care what your offer is. I don't care how compelling. I don't care how well you've identified your target market or your target medium and all of that good stuff. If you don't have eyeballs in front of your offer, then, my friend, you are not going to make money online. Point blank, period. You're not going to make money offline either. Ask some of these look at some of these malls that are dying all around the country because they can't get enough foot traffic in those things to support the businesses that are there. All businesses come down to two things, man: relationships and traffic. If you can't build relationships, then you're not going to have any traffic. If you don't have any traffic, you don't get any leads. You don't get any leads, you don't get any sales. So we're going to talk about that today. But before we do, as always, you got to know exactly who this show is for. Just in case you stumbled upon this show on accident, I always like to let you know exactly who the show is for. This show is specifically for my risers and grinders this morning. If you got up this morning and on your mind is, you know, I got to get up, get out, and get something, not only today, but every day, then this show, my friend, is for you. If you went to bed last night with legacy on your brain, this show is for you. If you look into the eyes of your babies each and every day and you're without speaking, just the look in your eyes, when you look into their eyes, you're making a promise to them that you're going to give them the world, and you're going to figure out how. This show is for you. Maybe you're the type of person that understands the power of generational wealth and you're striving for it. Maybe you're looking for ways to learn how to increase your cash flow. Maybe you want to figure out how to build wealth starting with the money that you already have. You got the desire, you got the discipline, but maybe you just lack a game plan. Maybe you need a mentor, a coach. Maybe you need some tips, some strategies. This show, my friend, is for you, because that's what we provide each and every day, Monday through Friday, here on Talking Money in the Morning Live. Now, on the other hand, who is this show not for? Guys, if you have a problem with money, you think capitalism is a dirty word, you think money is evil, this show is not for you. If you're the type of person who think wealthy people are snobs, you think rich people are getting over on the rest of the working class, if you can't stand capitalism, you have more of a socialistic mindset, then this show, my friend, is not for you. If you believe that there's something wrong with being wealthy, there's something wrong with going after your dreams, there's something wrong with aspiring to greater heights, this show, my friend, is not for you. Now, let's be clear. I don't have a problem with you not wanting to be wealthy, because everybody doesn't. Some people have gotten to the pinnacle of their success and have reached everything they've ever dreamed for, and they're cool where they are. I only have a problem with you when you have a problem with me wanting to be wealthy. I'm not cool with where I am. So I'm striving for more. I'm striving for greater heights, and I can't get why that bothers some people, right? But some people are like that, and if that's you, this show is not for you. And like I tell you each and every morning, if you've never seen a future billionaire before, I want you to take a screenshot because you're looking at one right now, and then I want you to hold me to it and watch me work over the next 5 or 10 years, and maybe you decide to actually not only watch from the sidelines, but to get in the game, because all billionaires have helped hundreds of people become millionaires, multimillionaires, deca-millionaires, mega millionaires, and even some of the billionaires have helped other people become billionaires as well. So that could be you if you decide to get in the game, or you can sit on the sidelines and cheer for me, cheer against me. It really doesn't make me know, never mind. All right. So if that's you and you fall into that category, this show is not for you. Today's show is brought to you by the Barber Lounge. Guys, if you're in St. Louis, Missouri, come over to the Barber Lounge tonight, 7:00 p.m. I'm going to be talking how to build wealth from scratch. And the address over there is 1065 St. Charles Rock Road. I don't think that's right. I think I left a digit out of that address. Let me double check something real quick. It's 10658 St. Charles Rock Road. And that's St. Louis, Missouri. It's actually in St. Anne, which is a surrounding county, a municipality in St. Louis County. And the zip code over there is 63074. If you got questions about that event, just give me a call, 314-874-6887. If you can put 10 people in a room and they all are serious about learning how to build wealth, then I want you to give me a call, because I love bringing this signature workshop to people and helping people understand how to build wealth from scratch. So again, that is at the Barber Lounge, 10658 St. Charles Rock Road, St. Louis, Missouri, 63074. And if you got questions about that particular event, just give me a call, 314-874-6887. And if you want to have me come through and do an event for you, then just give me a call and we can talk about the details and how we can make that happen, right? So today's show, we're talking about how to generate traffic to make money online. I'm going to recap all 7 previous episodes so we can just all be up to speed. But guys, like I said before, if you are not understanding traffic, how traffic flows, how to get traffic to your business, how to get people in front of your offer, then you, my friend, will struggle mightily to make money online, because you've got to have people in front of your offer 24/7 in order for that thing to take off. And so you can build what we call momentum, and then momentum, it's easier to keep momentum than it is to build momentum. So we're going to talk about a couple of key things that you're going to need to generate traffic. We're going to talk about where you can get traffic from, and then we'll do a little bit of a Q&A if you guys got questions on traffic, and then we will wrap up to this series, and then get back to some more wealth building principles and strategies and things of that nature. We got a guest lined up for you for Thursday. That's going to be super, super exciting. I can't wait for that. So recap. First thing you need to understand, if you're going to make money online, you have to have a compelling why. Why do you want to do it? And is that why compelling enough that will keep you moving forward in the face of adversity? Because you're going to face some adversity, right? Is your why compelling enough? Then you have to make a conscious decision. Decide what you're going to do and make that thing happen. You have to decide, right? Nothing happens without a decision, guys. We talked about the word decision being the opposite of the word incision. The word incision means to cut in. The word decision means to cut away. So you got to cut away all the bull crap, guys. You got to cut away the procrastination, cut away the excuses, cut away the negativity, cut away anything that's not going to help you get to your goal, right? And then we talked about the fundamentals of making money online, which is sales. And sales comes down to building relationships. right? If you don't understand how to build relationships, or you're unwilling to build relationships, you're going to struggle to make money online. If you don't understand the power of uncovering the value of the products and offers that you have, then you won't make any money online. A lot of people have been scarred somewhere throughout their life by someone who sold them something that they didn't want, or they felt manipulated, or things of that nature. And as a result, they are themselves unwilling to overcome their fear of sales, and it's costing you hundreds, thousands, and even millions of dollars. Every second of every minute of every day, something is being bought and sold. The only question you should ask is who's getting the commission, right? How can you get a piece of that commission? And then we talked about the tools that you need. 3 tools, there's a lot more tools that you need, but you absolutely have to have a presence online, either a blog or a website. You absolutely have to have an autoresponder, and you absolutely have to have some sort of lead capture mechanism, because we're going to talk about traffic today, and what we're driving that traffic to is some sort of lead capture mechanism, so that you capture their name and their email address. Your autoresponder is going to continue to send them information so that you can do what? Build a relationship with them. As you build that strong relationship with them, you get to a place where they know, like, and trust you. And I promise you this, guys, people only do business with people they know, like, and trust. I think about, where do you spend your money, and why do you spend it there? Because you know the establishment. You either like the establishment or you trust the establishment. People spend money with people they know, like, and trust. How do you get them to know, like, and trust you? You have to first build a relationship with them. If you're not building relationships, you're not building a business. I can promise you that. You can have the hottest products, the strongest offer. You can have a strong why. You can make a decision. You can have the tools. But if you're not building relationships, you're not building a business, right? And then we talked about the offer that you need, the difference between an offer and a product. An offer is how the product is packaged, right? There are a lot of nice offers and crappy products, but the crappy product is selling because of the offer. There's a lot of nice products with crappy offers, and those products are not selling because the offer isn't compelling enough. Then we talked about your target market. How do you target your market? How do you understand demographics? How do you understand psychographics? How do you understand sociographics? These are the things you need to know about the people that you're trying to market to. The demographics, where do they live? What age group do they fall in? What income bracket do they fall in? Do they have children and things of that nature? Demographics, psychographics, what are their beliefs? Are they Christians, Muslims, atheists, whatever? You know, are they Democrats, Republicans? Your beliefs have a lot to do with how you spend your money, right? So you need to understand those beliefs so that when you're crafting your message for that audience, that you speak their language, right? And their beliefs has a lot to do with the language that they're going to be speaking, right? And then we talked about your target medium. What platform are you going to use primarily to reach out to these people? Again, when we're talking about branding and marketing, we're talking about your brand being your message. Your brand is the message. I am the financial health mentor. That's my brand. My message is I bring practical, proven wealth building solutions to working class people. That's the message. How do I get the message in front of the right people? That's the marketing. And why do I want to get the message in front of the right people? That's marketing. See, I want to get my message in front of working class people. The reason for me getting my message in front of working class people, and I don't want you to miss this, the reason I want to get my message in front of them is not to make money. I don't want you to miss this. Yeah, and you're saying, wait a minute, we're talking about making money online, right? Right. Yes, but the reason to get my message in front of the right people is not to make money first, is to build a relationship first. Because I can't make any money if I don't build a relationship. So the reason I'm getting my message in front of working class people is so that I can build relationships. So that means the entire way the message is crafted in my marketing campaigns, it is crafted in a way that I'm not going after their wallets. It's crafted in a way that I'm going after their hearts. It's crafted in a way that I'm going after the relationship. It's crafted in a way that I'm befriending. It's crafted in a way that they can start to know, like, and trust me. As a result of building relationships, then the money is going to come. So hopefully you guys get that. And then from the target market, target medium, and now we're on the last of the 8-part series where we're talking about traffic, right? So if my brand is my message, my marketing is the method that I use to get my message in front of the right people so that I can build relationships. Now I have to identify where all of those people are in large numbers, right? In large numbers, because you need lots of traffic to generate lots of leads, and a few of those leads will translate into sales, right? You need lots of traffic to get dozens of leads, to get a few of those leads to convert into sales. And depending on your offer, you should know what your numbers are. How many sales do you need to get every day to be profitable or to hit your income goals? How many sales do you need every week? If you know that number, then you should be watching your statistics to say, okay, if I need 1 sale a day, I know that it generally takes me 10 leads to get 1 sale. Then if it takes me 10 leads to get 1 sale, I need to expose 100 people to my offer, to my message, and 100 people will opt in as a lead, and 10 of those leads will equal 1 sale. So if I'm doing that every day, then I can start making money online. And the reason you have to know those stats is because of scalability. So it scales like this. So if I know 110.1, then I also know that 1,110. So I can scale my business up when I understand the traffic that I need, how the traffic converts into leads and sales, and now I can scale my business up. Or I can spend my time working on the actual conversion. So if I say 100, I say 10, and I say 1, I say, you know what? I want to figure out how to, out of those 100, instead of getting 10 leads, I want to get 20 leads out of that 100. Maybe it's a matter of tweaking your message. Maybe it's a matter of switching platforms and switching mediums. Maybe it's a matter of crafting a better message that speaks to their heart a little bit more. I don't know, but just understand your numbers, because that's important when we're talking about traffic, because there's 2 types of traffic that you can have to build your business. You can have free traffic and you can have paid traffic, right? So a lot of times you see some people, especially in the network marketing field, you see leaders booming and exploding their business, where a lot of times those leaders are paying for traffic, but they're not giving those traffic sources to their team. So their team are trying to build their business on free traffic and not having the same amount of success. So I'm going to teach you the both methods, the free traffic way and also the paid traffic way today. All right. We're also going to talk about how you need to be crafting your messages when you put your message in front of people, so that you can get them to engage with your message and ultimately opt into your lead capture system. And then, so over time, how do you craft the emails that are going out to these people regularly so that you can start building in the relationship, right? Building the relationship. So we talked about the tools that you need. You need an autoresponder, a website or a blog, and a lead capture page. Guys, if you don't have the tools, it's going to be hard to do the job, right? Now, I'm not saying you can't get the job done, because I told you before, been raised by a single mom, and the fact that we had no tools in the house, I would fix my bike with one pair of pliers, right? I can always find a pair of pliers. And then my screwdrivers were a flathead screwdriver was a butter knife, and a Phillips head screwdriver was a steak knife, because it had a little point on it, so I can angle that point just right to get a Phillips head screw out, something like that. So that's what we were dealing with. But so I was able to get the job done. But how many of you guys know that if you don't have the right tools, it takes a lot longer to get the job done? If you don't have the right tools, you can't get the job done as effectively as if I would have had a socket set to take the bolts off the rims of the bike. If I had the right tools, I could have been a lot more efficient as a bike repairman as a kid, right? Right. So same way here. I'm not saying you can't get the job done if you don't have a lead capture page, autoresponder, or a website. I'm just saying you can't get it done as effectively and as efficiently as you could, guys. And when it comes to making money online, the name of the game is effective and efficient, right? Because I don't know about you, but this whole thing for me is about buying my time back. If I can make $60,000 a year in 2 hours per day versus $60,000 a year in 10 hours a day, then the 2 hour a day method is a lot more efficient, right? Now that frees up my time. That's what this thing is all about. So if you're using technology, hopefully you're using it in a way that you're wanting to be more efficient with what you're doing. So in order to generate lots and lots of traffic, one thing that you have to be bringing to the marketplace, even before you bring in your offer to the marketplace, you have to be bringing value to the marketplace to get people to want to resonate with you. You guys are on this stream right now because you say every morning around 7 o'clock, H. Cortez comes on and he gives us value. If I was not giving you value, you wouldn't be coming back. And then you have other people who've chimed in or looked in, peeped in on the stream, and what I was giving was not valuable to them, so they haven't come back. So it's about value even before I can present my offer. So value is the number one thing. Always think about how is this information I'm about to disseminate, how is it going to help solve someone else's problem? Right? Sometimes the value that you're giving, it starts with helping people identify that they have a problem. So maybe you don't solve the problem in your opening post or your initial post or your initial video, but you help point out a problem. And that makes people say, huh, I never knew that. I never looked at that as a problem. And then you can tell them that, hey, to get the solution for this problem, maybe you need to jump over to my website. Maybe you need to click on this link below to go to my capture page system so that we can then start building a relationship and I can help you understand how I'm the right person to help you solve your problem, right? Notice I didn't say tell them to click this link here so they can go to this place and buy something from me. No, the reason you're generating traffic is to get your message in front of the right people. Why are you getting your message in front of the right people? Not to sell them something. You want your message in front of the right people so you can build a relationship so they can know, like, and trust you. And from that point, you can sell them something. People aren't doing business with people they don't know, they don't like, and they don't trust. But once you bridge that gap, then maybe a few days after you show them the value, you built a little bit of relationship, you can say, hey, by the way, I have this product, this service that will aid you in overcoming the challenge that you're having. So whatever your problem solves. So I told you before, real entrepreneurs, entrepreneurs are solution providers. They provide solutions, right? But true entrepreneurs are solution seekers. So I seek, problem hunters. So I seek problems so that I can come up with a solution. Then I can build a relationship with you and show you why I'm the right person to provide that solution. And then I can present to you an offer. So number one, everything that you do has to be about value, and your value has to speak directly to a pain point of your target market. What's going on? So my product is financial education. What's going on with working class Americans that's causing them to struggle financially? You need to understand inflation. Let me share with you a short video on how inflation is in fact impacting your income on your job. I didn't say let me sell you my financial education membership. I said let me show you how what we're doing can solve or help you overcome the inflation problem. So I'm talking to you about your pain point. One of your pain points is inflation. Some people don't even know that inflation is their pain point and why it's causing them to struggle financially. So I did you a service by just identifying one of the core problems that you will have to overcome, right? Then I provided you an opportunity to check out a short video, more free value, to show you that I'm the guy that can help you overcome that challenge. Does that make sense? 7 o'clock tonight, Terrell, if you're in St. Louis, come by the Barber Lounge, 7 o'clock tonight, where I'm doing a live presentation on how to build wealth from scratch. So that is, you know, value. Second thing that you should be thinking about when you're building your brand and you're marketing and getting your message in front of the right people is you want to create or build yourself as an authority in the space. See, the reason I talk so freaking much on this show and on my live streams and all of that, because I have to let you guys, when it comes to money, and I understand my target audience well, when it comes to money, you have to let people know that you know what you're talking about, right? So that's building yourself as an authority in your space. That's why if you, my friend, are not using video marketing in 2016, I have to question whether or not you're marketing at all in 2016, right? In order to build yourself as an authority in the space, then people need to be able to connect with you. People need to know that you know what you're talking about. And I do that via video, and I love the live streams because you guys ask me all sorts of questions and I can answer those questions, and that lets you know that this guy is well studied. This guy understands money at a better level than I do. So maybe me partnering with him is a good idea. Maybe I'll come back and I will listen to him tomorrow and see if he's still giving more incredible value. I'll come back to him and listen. So I'm building a relationship with you. And as we continue to build this relationship, then you begin to know, like, and trust me. And every 5 or 6 days or so, I'll do a show on my financial education product. And some of you guys will jump on board, because at that point, now you have a relationship with me. And I've got some people on the team right now who are listening in, and they will tell you, I didn't pitch them in the beginning. I gave them value day 1, gave them value day 2, gave them value day 3. They see my posts, they see my streams, they see my videos. We built a relationship, and they said, you know what? I want to lock arms with this guy and know what he knows. And that's how that thing works. So creating your brand, getting your message in front of the right people, you also want to build yourself as an authority in the space. What's going on, man? That's my man Barry. He said, I saw you live, had to pull over on the highway to let your audience know what a big inspiration you have been to me. I have always been an entrepreneur, but I see you up early, getting it in every morning. That's what's up, Sir B. I appreciate that, bro. Anyone looking to do real estate investing, leave me a message on his website. Yes, strong brother doing his thing in the real estate area, and not just here in St. Louis, but all over the country. So definitely get with Barry Wilson on that. A good dude, does great work. Someone that you can get to know, like, and trust, and then start doing business with him based on that. I'm sure you will get to that place if you go check him out over there. So guys, that's what we're talking about. Being an authority in the space is number 2. So number 1, everything that you do has to bring value to the marketplace. And when you're bringing that value, it's not always about making the sale from that initial contact. You have to get to a place where you're starting to build value. You guys are back here. This is part 8. Did I give you guys value on how to make money online? Now, I don't have a course to sell you, but I believe that if I had a course to sell you based on the value that I'm giving over this 8-part series, I believe some of you guys say, you know what? I think I need to take a deeper dive and let's get in his course. Let's get some one-on-one training from him as it relates to online marketing, help him, and he can help us build our brands and things of that nature. So that's what this thing is all about for me, showing you guys that I'm an authority in the space so that you can know, like, and trust me, and then we can do business together. So where does traffic come from? Where's your traffic coming from? Your traffic is coming from social media. I mean, come on, it's 2016, social media, right? If you don't understand that there are already millions of people on these social media platforms, most of them, when it comes to making money online, because that's what we're talking about, most of them already understand computer technology and messaging and all that kind of stuff, which is good for you if you're trying to teach people how to make money online, or if you're looking for people who want to join you and making money online. These social media platforms are great with their analytics, so you can understand how to target your market using these social media platforms. These social media platforms are social in nature, meaning that when you put engaging material out there, people will just share your information, and one person can share your post or your stream or your content on their timeline, and you never know what their edge rank is like on Facebook. You never know how many Facebook friends they have. That's why your content has to be full of value, and it can't be salesy or pitchy, because nobody is sharing anything that's salesy or pitchy. But if you're giving straight value, people will share that value because it did something for them, it sparked something for them, they got value out of it, and they want their friends and family to get value out of it too. So social media is a great place to build traffic, but here's the key. Here's the part that most people miss. Here's the part that separates professional marketers from amateur marketers. Your amateur marketer, number one, is likely going to be spamming their links and their content about sale on social media, right? They're not giving any value, right? So that's your amateur market. The second mistake that your amateur market is going to do is they're not understanding how to take the conversation from the social media platform and getting this traffic into their own platform. That's why you have your own website. That's why you have a lead capture page. That's why you have an autoresponder. So the idea is to get traffic from these social media platforms and onto your own platform, into a database that you own. See, I have 12,000 fans in Facebook, on my Facebook fan page, right? But I don't own this platform. If Facebook cut me off today, I no longer have access to those 12,000 fans. So of those 12,000 fans, I've been able to successfully get 2,000 of them, or a little over 2,000, into my own platform. So if Facebook went away tomorrow, I can still communicate with at least 2,000 of those 12,000 who said, yes, I'm interested in financial education. So as a professional marketer and a business builder, home business builder, whatever you're doing, is you want to learn how to get the traffic that already exists on these social media platforms and just drive a little bit off of these platforms into your own platform, into your own system, so that you still have access to them in the event that you end up in Facebook jail, or if Instagram blocks you, or you can no longer access Snapchat, or Twitter locks you out, or whatever, right? See, I love Facebook because Facebook gives me the most analytics of any of these social media platforms that I've studied myself. But I also know that Facebook has the ability to put me in jail where I actually have no access to my account, right? But do I want to be in a position where, yes, I'm building tons of relationships on Facebook, but if Facebook went away tomorrow, now I no longer have a database of people to connect with. And when it comes to online marketing, here's the rule. You generally make about $1 per month for every person that is subscribed to your email list, if you're giving good value. You generally make about $1 per month for every person that has subscribed to your email list on and you got them into your own capture page system, right? So I can build relationships with these people if Facebook shuts me down, because I've extracted some of the traffic from Facebook to my own platforms. That's extremely, extremely important, right? So let's see. All right. So, and then basically the way the flow works is, so out of those people who left Facebook and said, yes, I'm raising my hand to say, I want more information from you. They go into my own capture page system, which is good. I have their name and email address. So out of those 2,000 that have raised their hands, so I literally marketed to tens of thousands to get 2,000. Out of those 2,000, I've got about 200 people in my financial success membership. So you guys see how those numbers work? In order for me to get 200, I had to put my message in front of tens of thousands. I had to give free value to tens of thousands to get 2,000 to take a deeper look at what I'm doing to get 200 to actually pull the trigger and join me. If you are not willing to put in that kind of work, then you can stop this. You can stop right now. You can stop right now. Those are the types of ratios that you deal with when you deal online, but it's worth it to me. You know why? Because of my why, right? It's worth it to me because my why says, if I can do that one time to get 200, let me do it one more time to get 400. Let me do it one more time to get 600. Let me do it one more time to get 800. Right? And now I'm making money on autopilot because of I understand traffic. I understand how to use my tools, my website, my lead capture page, my autoresponder. I understand my why. I've made a decision. I understand how to target an audience. All of that stuff comes together to make you a successful online marketer. You've got to be ready to go pro with this thing, man. You can keep playing around if you want to, but if you're not taking the steps day by day, I'm not saying that you have to be a pro overnight, but I'm saying you should be striving to do things and operate as the professionals do them. And you can do that with some simple things. I teach everybody both free and paid methods. If you have not gotten my financial success membership yet and you want a personal coach on online marketing and branding, then you have to get me. You have to be subscribed to my online, to my financial success membership, right? Because for me, I don't care what you're doing in business, everything starts with financial literacy. So I got to engage you there in order to help you build a brand and build a business in other areas. Looks like my stream is kind of messing up a little bit. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. So let's talk about the two types of traffic. There's free organic traffic, then there's paid traffic. How do you go after the free traffic? The way I understand it is this. If you have time and limited financial resources, then you should be using your time to go after the free resources. I mean, to go after traffic. Free. My girl Tracy Walker does all of her marketing via free. But how does she give value? She gives value by blogging. So she had free time, not a lot of economic resources, and because of her time, she used her time to give value all day via her blog. She would literally write blog posts giving value, identifying solutions, helping people understand how to identifying problems, helping people understand how to overcome those problems and why she's the best person to help them overcome those problems. So because she put out a blog post every day, that blog post literally would drive traffic because she built a tribe around because she taught online marketing. So she would literally say, okay, today's blog post is a written post about how to use an autoresponder effectively. And all the people who had autoresponders but didn't know how to use them would come to her blog post. And they would read her blog post. She would give them 5-6 steps and say, wow. And they would go and implement some of those strategies and they would start getting results. They said, wow, so I'm going to keep coming back to her blog every day. That's free traffic. I do video marketing, video blogging. So I put out videos every day, short 3-4 minute videos on how to build wealth. And people start saying, wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know that taxes was really killing me. I didn't know that debt was really killing me. I didn't know that inflation was really killing me. And they come back to my page every day for the next new video. That's free traffic. Free, because I had the time to do the videos, right? Not everybody has the time to create the free content on a consistent basis that will generate the traffic they need to get that tens of thousands to 2,000 to 200, right? So if you have time, then you need time for two reasons. Number one, you need time to actually do the actual content, but you also need time to constantly research how to do the content well, right? You just can't write a blog post. There are some things that Tracy understood on how to make blogging effective to generate traffic consistently day in and day out. And then she has her opt-in page, her sign up for a newsletter and all that kind of stuff on her page, her lead magnet, to get people from just reading her blogs into actually getting them into her own system. So now she has people that she can reach out to and build relationships with over time, right? So you can do that a lot of different free ways. Some people use infographics. I have an infographic that I use. It has got my picture, my website at the bottom, and that infographic I put quotes on, and I share that infographic with a nice quote on, and people say, wow, that's a cool quote, and they start sharing that quote. And then from it being bounced around these social media platforms, people are seeing that quote and say, hey, that's a cool quote on money, but look at this website at the bottom. Let me go check that out. And they check it out and they see a little short video of me saying, hey, put in your name and email address. I'll give you some more cool information, right? And that's free, but you have to, again, have time to be doing that on a regular and consistent basis. Giving people free content in exchange for their email address is a great way to drive traffic into your own system. Now, there's also the paid version. This is for people who have good offers. They have everything set up, but they don't have the time to generate a blog post every day. They don't have the time to do a video and post it and syndicate it and all of that stuff. So they are the type of people who say, you know what? I'm just going to take the time one day a week, and I'm going to put a really good video together, and I'm going to put that out, and I'm going to pay Facebook to push this out in front of a lot of people. I'm going to pay Twitter to keep this in the top of the Twitter feed. I'm going to pay Instagram to keep this up. I'm going to pay YouTube to push this video out there because I don't have time to generate the free traffic, right? So those are the two types of traffic sources. One thing that you're going to absolutely need is you're going to need a solid lead magnet to help with traffic. It says, please stop sending me these videos. Thanks. What videos? Okay, so Rodine Clark says, stop sending her these videos. So I don't know if somebody's sharing the stream right to Rodine, but Rodine says, stop it. So she's someone who doesn't like online marketing, and she doesn't see any value in what we're doing. So she obviously is not my target market, right? Maybe she's not your target market if you're sharing the videos with her. So please stop it. One thing that I do is I honor people's, I honor their discretion and their time. If I didn't target them, they didn't opt into my list, then I don't send them any communication. So if you are sending these videos to Rodine Clark, she said, please stop it. And I would also second that. Please stop it. I don't want my information going to in front of anybody that does not want it, who is not open to receiving information on wealth building principles, strategies, success, and all of that kind of thing. So we talked about, as we do it every show, this show is obviously not for Rodine. So stop sending it to her if you guys are sharing that with her. So we don't have, we don't like to tick people off. If she doesn't like this kind of content, then all right, we will leave her be. Maybe she's building wealth some other way, and she doesn't want to confuse the two. So free, but when you're doing paid traffic, then you want to have a good lead magnet because you don't want to pay to have your content put in front of somebody and don't have something compelling enough for them to actually take action, right? So that's why if you watch a TV commercial, all TV commercials are giving you content on a product or service, but 9 times out of 10, those TV commercials are also giving you some sort of coupon offer or special offer to further solidify the chances that you will actually take action. So when I do my value videos, if I'm going to pay you know, Facebook to boost a post or something like that, then I'm giving great value, or I'm giving a compelling offer for something free. Usually get this free video on how to get more leads on Facebook. Get this free PDF on how to do email marketing better. So you have to have a lead magnet, because you don't want just the traffic. You don't want just eyeballs on your offer or on your valuable content. You want them to take a particular action. You want them to then go do something, sign in for your lead capture page so you can communicate with them and build relationships. But you have to be willing to give up some free content to make that happen, right? So cool. I think somebody said, how can you explain blogging to you? Yes, Robert. So basically blogging is you have a website with a blog attached, or you just have a blog site, and all blogging is putting up valuable content every day. It could be a written blog post. It could be a video blog post. It could be an audio blog post. It's just a hub where you can communicate your thoughts and your ideas around a particular topic, and you want to do this daily, right? If you're not blogging daily, it's going to be tough for you to build a tribe. But because your tribe, we're in the information age where information changes all the time. So if you're not constantly communicating with your tribe, then sometimes they'll find somebody else who is. So a blog would be simply this. It gives you a headline. It's kind of like a newspaper article. I do a headline. I give my content, a couple pictures, maybe embed a video, and you can do that every day. You can do that every day. And then you have to understand how to syndicate that blog post, because first and foremost, if you don't understand search engine optimization, which most people don't, and that changes all the time, you take that blog post and then you start sharing it on your social media sites. So you get people from social media to say, hey, this is a cool picture. Oh, look at the headline of this particular blog. Why Donald Trump don't pay taxes, right? So they click on it. Then they go over to your website and you give them a great article on why Donald Trump don't pay taxes and help them understand that. And then you can tie that into your business some kind of way so that they will put in their name and email address to your autoresponder. And then that's how you get traffic from social media. That traffic flow to your blog. Now a percentage of that traffic will flow into your autoresponder, and then you can communicate and build relationships with those people over time. And that, my friend, will get you to a place where you can start promoting and marketing to them over and over and over and over again. So with that, so let's just recap real quick, and then we'll do a quick Q&A if you got questions on traffic and how to generate traffic. You want to always give value. I don't care what you're doing. If you're just doing text quotes on Facebook, tweets or whatever, those tweets should be value driven. Shouldn't be sales driven. Should be value driven, right? Just giving value. You want to do this regularly and consistent enough so that people can see that you're an authority in the space. They can see that you know what you're talking about, right? So and you want your messages to be succinct and consistent. So if you are marketing financial education, then keep your posts to financial education. If you got another business aside from that, then create a separate social media platform and profile and all of that stuff to market that thing, because you don't want to confuse your audience. It's like, okay, here's what I do. And this is what most of my posts are going to be about real consistently. And I stay on this topic, building wealth, creating, financial freedom and that kind of stuff. So that's you build authority in the space. Man, this guy knows his stuff when it comes to building wealth, whether it's building wealth online, whether it's building wealth through insurance. He has guests on the show that can teach on that, whether it's building wealth from scratch with the money that you already know, whether it's building wealth by minimizing your taxes and eliminating debt, whatever. So you want to be extremely consistent with the amount of posts that you write, but also consistency in your message, in the branding. So all of that stays consistent, right? So once you're an authority in the space, make sure all of your posts are socially engaging. What do I mean by that? They should be entertaining. It should sometimes be entertaining. They should sometimes be funny. They should sometimes be enlightening. They should sometimes be controversial. They should sometimes, so you want to engage people across all emotional specters, right? You want the things that make people laugh, things that make people cry, things that make people think, but all in line with what you're doing. All in line with what you're doing. So your messaging stays consistent. And then you decide whether or not you're going to do a free, going to go the free route or the paid route. Doesn't really matter. Every medium. So once you pick your medium, you start to understand, okay, if I pick Twitter, then I probably need to go through some sort of course to teach me how to do Twitter effectively for free. And then maybe I'll do a course on how to teach me how to do Twitter effectively if I'm paying for ads and stuff on Twitter. That makes sense? So you can do a course on Facebook marketing. A lot of courses out there on how to do Facebook marketing for free. And there's a lot of content out there on how to do Facebook marketing via the paid platform as well. So if you want to spend money on Facebook ads and things of that nature, then you can do that as well. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Let's do Q&A. You got any questions on getting traffic, the need for traffic, how to drive traffic, and all of that good stuff? No questions, no questions. Got to have traffic, guys. And let's talk about being authentic too, guys. I saw my sister give me a thumbs up, and I'm reminded of a post that she put up last week about being authentically her, right? Just building website. And do you build? I use Weebly. It's a free platform that you can use. It's real simple to build a website. I would recommend that anyone who has never built a website, just do it a page at a time, and you only want to focus on 3 pages right now. Your home page, which gives people a general idea about you and your business. Your contact me page, all it is a contact form. They can put their name, their email address, and what they're contacting you about. And then an about me page. So that's where your bio will go, and everything about you, the person behind the brand. Your home page will be more about the company. The about me page will be more about the bio of the person behind the brand. So if you have those 3 pages, then you have a solid website in the making. 4th page that you might want to add is a services page. If you have services already and you kind of got them outlined and you can spell them out clearly on the website, then you can do a services page. But that's the beginning, guys, of that right there. Weebly also allows you to incorporate a blog page so that you can blog on your website if you want to. So that's another cool feature. And this is free. They have a free site that you can use and literally, have a professional website. I have their free site. They do have a paid version, but I don't need their paid version right now. The free version is doing just fine for me, and it does have their branding on it. So yeah, Weebly.com. It does have their branding on it. So if you don't like that, then you can subscribe to their paid version for like $15 a month. They don't have any branding on it, then it's all you. But I don't mind a little bit of branding. They're giving me something for free, a free platform to use. So because I use that free platform, then yes, they can brand on. So it's an even exchange for me. When that branding gets in the way and confuses people on my site, then I'll pay $15 a month to take their branding off. And it'd be even more professional looking site without their branding on it. But yeah, I was talking about being authentically you, guys. Sometimes what tends to happen is we have mentors, we got people that we're following, people that we're learning from, and we sometimes even without realizing it, we start to present, we start to talk, we start to doing videos, we start to doing blog posts, we start to doing all of these things that they're recommend that we do, but we do them just like that person doing, right? Instead of doing them like we would do them, being authentic to who we are. So you have to do this in a way that it's just you. Just do you. I just do me via video. I just do me via blogging. I just do me via Facebook posts and memes and things of that nature. So you have to be authentically you when you build your brand and when you start making money online, because believe it or not, people will be more attracted to you, who you are. There are millions of people out there like you and that will be attracted to you. So just keep it honest and stay true to yourself. I know some people who do a lot of cussing. I don't do a lot of cussing, but guess what? They have a following because the people who follow them also do a lot of cussing. So to them, that is relatable. That's a relatable trait. For me, I don't know if I'd follow someone who does a lot of cussing because I don't do a lot of cussing. Right? Not to say that I won't learn something from them. If they put out some value, they identify a problem that I have and how they can solve that problem, then yes, I'll investigate. And I'll say, man, this person cusses a lot, but they sure helped me solve my problem. So you can be authentically you, whoever you are, and not have to worry about whether or not you're going to attract the right people. Sometimes being politically correct can actually kill your business because people want to be connected to people who are authentic and who do stand on one side or the other or the other of particular issues and things of that nature. So don't let that hinder you. Be you, and don't worry about scaring people off, because if you align with one thing, one principle, one belief, and you speak to that and it pushes people away who don't align with it, for every person you push away that don't align with it, you'll attract more to you that do align with it. And that way you don't have to worry about crossing the line. Sometimes when you're I call it the Michael Jordan, you pull the Michael Jordan where he doesn't speak to any issues one way or the other, didn't when he was playing, doesn't really now. Just towing that line where, I'm just neutral. I don't have an opinion one way or the other. And that has worked for him to a large extent. But some people may say it's also a detriment where they expect him to literally, say what you feel. So you can't. There's so many things going on in our community socially that you can't not have an opinion, right? You can't not have an opinion. And you don't want to share your opinion publicly because you don't want to alienate the left or the right. And sometimes you have to align yourself with who you are, your core beliefs, and let the chips fall where they may. Any questions on traffic? As I told you guys before, this is the only time you get this out of me for free. So 8-part series, tag yourself in them so you can always go back to them and review them over and over. But my branding and marketing training is reserved for my team who've joined me in my financial success membership. If you want to continue to learn from me as it relates to branding and marketing, then you certainly can. You just have to do it via subscribing to my financial success membership, in which case you'll learn a lot more about the money game and how it's played and all of that good stuff, but also to get the branding and marketing coaching. And some people do, they have their own other business, but they say, hey, I need some branding and marketing help. So I'll buy your program, not to learn about money, but to learn the branding and marketing aspect. And that's fine. But now that you got some skin in the game with me, I'm comfortable giving you all that I got and all that I know is from branding and marketing standpoint. No questions about traffic. All right, we got 8:25. We'll wrap up at 8:30. So if you got questions, let's do a quick Q&A. And then we will get out of here. I've got a couple of appointments this morning that I've got to get underway, and got a lot of stuff that I've got to do for our nonprofit organization, Young Biz Kids. If you're in the St. Louis area and you got kids that are interested in entrepreneurship, Young Biz Kids is a great program because it's really aimed at those kids who maybe don't want to play sports, kids who maybe don't want to dance and do the traditional extracurricular activities, but those kids are gifted about certain things and passionate about certain things. And maybe we can help close the wealth gap by involving the next generation in entrepreneurship. So youngbizkids.org, you can go learn more about that. And that's one of the ways that I volunteer my time, is to help that organization get off the ground and running, because I think that's the key to a lot of the social issues that are going on in the Black community, is our lack of ownership. And I've grown weary of trying to get grown-ups to understand the power and ownership and why that's necessary. So I'm turning my attention to the babies, man. So it's easy to train a child up and that way than it is to convince a knucklehead to change the way that they're thinking, because that they've had 4 or 5 decades of programming. So it's tough to get them to change. But these babies' mindsets, while they are still moldable, while the clay is still soft, we can start to inculcate some entrepreneurial type principles. One of the programs that we have is STEM through the eyes of an entrepreneur. And that's giving them the opportunity to look at science, technology, engineering, and mathematics as an entrepreneur. You see, sometimes our children look at that stuff and they look at it as a chore. And when you see something as a chore, it's tough to get excited about it. But if you can understand that, hey, yeah, Beats by Dre almost made that man a billionaire. But guess what? There are some people who engineered those headphones, and those people own the patents within those headphones. So every time one of those pair of those headphones are sold, then these people earn a little bit of money every time, and millions of pairs of headphones are sold every year by Beats by Dre. So what do you think about the people who own the patent now? You think you want to get into engineering so you can learn how to patent some of your technology and get a small piece of something like Beats by Dre? So helping them to see STEM through the eyes of entrepreneurship and not as a chore, right? Helping them see what science is really doing, and how the Coca-Cola formula is a scientific formula, right? But it's a patented formula, right? Patented recipe. So when you help kids to see that, there's an opportunity for you to become wealthy this way, and not just being a rapper, being a singer, being an actor, actress, being a ball player, football, baseball, basketball, whatever. Here's an opportunity for you to use education and use your passion for these subjects to make money. Because a lot of our kids are shying away from STEM because they can't see the money in it. Right? Because they look at engineers who have jobs and they're like, man, they struggle because they don't get a chance to meet engineers who are entrepreneurs. And that's what we want to bring to this program. So I'm just rambling, guys. I wanted to go to 8:30 in case you guys had any questions. Thank you, Brother Cortez, for your valuable time and information. Very inspiring and helpful if applied. I agree, Robert. Got to take action, guys. Got to take action. Don't just come on here every morning and listen. Listen, then do. Listen, then go take action. Go take action. So with that, guys, again, if you are in the St. Louis area, I want you to consider coming out to the Barber Lounge, 10658 St. Charles Rock Road, St. Louis, Missouri, 63074. It might be 63174. I can't remember. I don't know what that actual zip code is. I'm sorry about that. But if you got questions about that event, give me a call, 314-874-6887. If you're looking for a financial educator to come speak at an event, or if you want to learn how to set up these little small workshops in your community, give me a call and we can talk about that. If you want to know more about my financial success membership in general, just go to financialhealthmentor.com, www.financialhealthmentor.com, and you can learn all about it there. So I am your main man, H. Cortez, financial health mentor to the working class. You've been listening to and learning from the Talking Money in the Morning live show. Until I talk to you guys tomorrow, I want you to get your money up because you absolutely can do it. Peace out, people.